Hey baby boo, what it do? Shawty. Today I wanted to test beauty blenders, like how much you should spend on a beauty blender. So we have the original beauty blender, comes like this. It's $20 and you get it from Sephora. And then we're gonna compare it to these, which are both $1.55 from Shop Miss A. If you don't know where that is or what store that is, they basically sell, it's almost like a beauty store in a way, except everything there is $1, except for stuff like this, because part of proceeds will go towards protecting animals against abuse. So I'm pretty sure that 55 cents is donated for a good cause. Not only are we testing beauty blenders, but we are testing them on not animals, cuties. Don't mind, one of them has like a black mark on it somewhere, just ignore that. But before we get started, we have to see if we can juggle. Oh, schmuck a little bit. Yes, girl. And then I will be using Fenty Beauty, and the reason why I'm using this one is because this is the hardest one for me to blend on my face, so I feel like the results will look a little more clear if I use this. And then I'll also be using like a darker contour color so you can see a more opaque result. So we're gonna put some foundation on the cutie and see what happens. Now this one is just like the sponge, and then this one is a sponge with like a microfiber type of texture on top of it. So these are new. I'm not gonna use those today because this beauty blender used, so I will be using used products or used beauty blenders today. This one is the spongy, very soft and squishy, and then this one is the microfiber. You can like see little hairs on it. And then when we compare it to the beauty blender, it's like this and it's spongy. So let me show you like the squishiness. This one is a little more firm while it's dry. These are all dry. A little more firm. This is a lot softer. And then this one is also firm, but like soft on the outside, fuzzy on the outside. So we have our beauty blenders and we are going to wet them. Do you guys ever like forget you're wearing makeup and you go to itch or something and you take off a whole chunk of your makeup? Because if you can see here, there's not very much yellow here. Just from here you can kind of, I don't know if you can tell, but this one is like a medium firmness, and then this one is like very squishy and soft and does this weird like strange thing, but it feels like, I don't know, like a soft bubble gum. And then this one is the most firm out of all of them. If we look at the sizes while they're wet, this one is the biggest one, and then this one, and then this one. So this one is pretty firm. This one is it feels very delicate, and then this one just feels like a normal, more of a spongy. So it's like in between. But yeah, so here are, when they're wet, this is what they look like. I'm gonna start off by putting 1 squirt of foundation on the cutie, and then tapping it with a beauty blender 10 times and see how well it blends and how much each beauty blender soaks up the product. And then after that, I will do it the same but with concealer. The reason why I chose cuties is because it reflects my face, my skin type. I have big pores, kind of, not as big as an orange, but like cutie pores. So let's get into it. Starting off with cutie number 1, we're going in with 1 full pump of foundation. That is a lot of foundation. And then let's start with the Beauty Blender. So let's see if you can like kind of see how it blends. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's where it's at. And then this is how much product is on the Beauty Blender. Okay. Next, we'll do the very soft, gosh, that's a lot. We'll do the very soft Beauty Blender. So let's go in a spot that doesn't have a lot. Let's go right here. We're gonna go 1, can you see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's that. And there's how much product is on the sponge. Now we are going in with the fiber pawpaw. So we'll just go with the bottom part, but we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there's that. And there's how much product is on the sponge. Now, when we compare the cuties, this is the one that the squishy bubblegum one did, and it just looks kind of like it soaked up a lot of the product right here compared to, and then this is the Beauty Blender. It kind of did a better job, but right here again it soaked up some of the product. And then this one did the best overall, this one, which is the microfiber pawpaw. So now let's take a look at, or no, now let's do it with concealer. I'm like running out of concealer, but we'll just do 1 swipe right here. Boop. And we'll just go up and down 5 times since it's less with the Beauty Blender original. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and there's the product on there. Then we'll go with bubblegum pawpaw. Let me find here's a smoother spot right there. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we'll go with this angle on the side over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's the concealer on there. Last, we have microfiber. And we'll go with this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's take a look at our result. The result, so this is the Beauty Blender results. It kind of dragged some up this way. This is the bubblegum one, and it soaked up a lot of product and dragged it up, but it's like almost non-existent. And then this one barely picked up the product, but there's still a whole bunch on there. So the sponge didn't really pick it up, but it also didn't spread it around. So let's report back the results. As far as how much product was soaked up into each sponge, this one, can you see it? I don't know if you can really see it, but it soaked up a lot of product. Like, it is just embedded in there. Like, even with this one, it kind of just looks like it soaked into the sponge. That's the $1.55 one. Then this one, it looks like a lot of product is on here, but it's on the outer layer of the sponge. So like, I feel like you could still use this product to blend it around, whereas the other one is like literally deep inside of the sponge. And then this one soaked up a decent amount on top of there, but it didn't soak up very much of the concealer. This is also not a very great concealer contour type of product, which is also why I decided to use it, so that you can really see the blending skills or whatever. So overall, I would say, like, if I had to choose between the three of these, I just feel like $20 for a beauty blender is a lot of money, and I try to, depending on how much I do my makeup, I try to replace them every month or two, and because I'm not very good at cleaning it too. So, and between these two, this one seems to waste a lot of product, although I love how it feels, and this seems like the best bet, honestly. Like, when we take a look at the Cuties, I have to see, goodness gracious, when we take a look at the Cutie results, I honestly don't even know if you guys can see it, but like, this was the beauty blender, and it kind of sucks because there's like a thing right there, but it looks pretty decent. A little bit of product was soaked up. A lot of product was soaked up from the bubblegum looking one, and not as much product was soaked up from the microfiber one, even with the concealer part of it. I hope I'm recording. And side note, when I clean these two are a lot easier to clean. When I clean this one, the product just seeps in there and stays. But I mean, it's $1.55. What do you expect? Don't forget, this is from Shop Miss A. $1.55. Some of it goes to donations against animal cruelty. Like, how could you go wrong unless you're for animal cruelty? But I hope not. Next time I'm gonna try and test oil in foundation. I'm gonna test oil in foundation to see how much oil is actually in our foundation. Duh, that's basically self-explanatory. And then in another video, hopefully, I'm gonna let these dry out, and I'm gonna be washing them with different facial cleansers and makeup remover, so that you can see which one cleans the best, I guess. Whatever. Thank you for watching. I hope you